Today, we're taking a deep dive into a heavy topic that's been at the forefront of U.S. policy discussions: unauthorized immigration and U.S. border disputes. The issue goes beyond politics and political stances and needs to be addressed. Here's some background. Building a border wall was a signature policy of President Trump. President Joe Biden promised he would not build another foot of wall. President Biden's administration just announced the construction of a 20-foot section of wall in Starr County, Texas. Why the policy shift?
Border wall, when money was appropriated for the border wall, I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't, they wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what was appropriate. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
But people on both sides of the aisle are alarmed at the rapidly increasing numbers of people crossing at the Yuma border. Several U.S. cities say they are feeling the strain of the influx. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has stated that the city is at capacity, predicting housing costs for new arrivals to be $12 billion over the next 3 years.
We believe the borders should remain open. That's the official position of this city, but we have made it clear there should be a decompression strategy that we could properly deal with the volumes that's coming into our city, and no cities should have to carry the burden of the national government.
The heart of the issue is that powerful cartels are taking advantage of the influx of migrants to move drugs across the border and abduct young migrants for human trafficking. In 2021, the cartels made an estimated $13 billion just from human trafficking and drug smuggling. 2 Mexican drug cartels currently dominate America's fentanyl supply. A staggering 379 million deadly doses of fentanyl were seized by the U.S. DEA in 2022 alone. These figures raise questions about border security and the control of drug cartels and drug trafficking. Fentanyl-related adolescent overdose deaths nearly tripled between 2019 and 2021. In 2022, 75,000 of nearly 110,000 overdose deaths were fentanyl-related. In Hays County, Texas, nearly 40% of fentanyl-related overdoses in 2022 were among people under 18. In addition, the U.S. Office of Resettlement has reported that it is unable to locate the whereabouts of 85,000 migrant children who entered the U.S. in the past 2 years. This poses an alarming situation for child welfare and human rights.
Yo soy Jaime Maquera, de Perú. Nosotros hemos llegado 4 personas.
4 personas.
Yo, mi hija y mi señora. Mi otra hija que tiene 18 años. El momento de...
¿Y dónde están ellas?
Mi señora y mi hija están conmigo. Pero mi hija de 18 años, no sé dónde está.
¿Estaban contigo?
Pero en el momento de nosotros estar allá en el refugio, nos han separado y nos han invitado a todos.
¿Y cuántos separados?
No tengo comunicación con ella. ¿Es ella? Por favor, es ella.
This is also an area which is infamous, that they referred to as the rape tree. We would see Plan B, which is the day after, the morning after pill, found all throughout the ground, where the cartel, after taking advantage and raping women and young children as young as 12, it's been reported to us, they would force them to take the Plan B and then send them along their way.
These kids are being exploited all along this track. There's nothing humane about any of this.
After visiting the border, I've come to understand that the open border policy is just a way of funding a multi-billion-dollar drug and human trafficking operation for the Mexican drug cartels.
It's bigger than alarming.
This is the worst I've ever seen it.
They were told they could get a bite at the American dream here, and that dream becomes a nightmare along the journey.
We learn to view issues through multiple lenses, whether it be economic, political, or social. The issue of unauthorized immigration and border control in the U.S. offers us a way to apply these multidimensional perspectives. It's essential to remember that each statistic we talked about today represents an individual human life. Thank you for joining this conversation. And as future geographers, policymakers, and just informed citizens, let's think critically about how we can contribute to a more balanced and humane way to approach this ongoing issue. Thank you for watching.